So what I have here is I have 3 breakout rooms open. I'm going to mute myself in all the breakout rooms like so. And if I go over here to the mute tab function, you can unmute this window and you can begin to hear this student speaking. You're not hearing the other room, so we'll go check on that room now. What you'll notice is you can still hear breakout room 1, so I have to go back to breakout room 1 and mute that tab so that I can hear the other rooms. And then go to breakout room 2, and then I can unmute this one. What you'll notice in this one, though, Jonathan had his mic muted. What's interesting here is to notice that when the student had their mic all muted, it shows up on my screen as if the tab is muted.
So how can you tell tall buildings and mountains if Earth is flat? You can't QED.
So what I'm able to do here is listen in on this group to all their excellent conversation, and then when I've had enough of that, I'll mute them and move on to the next group. So what I can do now is go back up and switch tabs to the 3rd breakout room and begin to listen to the students in this breakout room. In this breakout room, you'll hear Mr. Levy again because he was on the 3rd breakout room as well. Next one, I have to remember to unmute myself here because if I'm in one, now I'm going to talk back to this student. Hello, student, are you still working in this group?
Some might take issue with this.
Good.
But basically,
I can now mute this student again and mute myself and go to the next room. Now in this room, you'll notice that the frame is frozen, and I'm wondering if that's because they were muted, but I asked the students to speak and they started to move again.
Uprights well entreated, braced in the beams, stout as a horse, affectionate, haughty, electrical, I and this mystery here we
Group
stand.
1, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you could hear me. All right. Keep going. You're doing a great job, Group 1.
Showing the best and dividing it from the worst.
I can mute Group 1 again. Now I go back to Group 2. I can find out if this student's still working.
Divided by evil big pharma. They're actually secreted by the shape.
Stop that. Now I go on to Group 2 or Group 3.
Nor a particle of an inch's file.
I can listen to that one. So these 3 breakout rooms are now functioning as expected. If I wanted to now call everyone back into the whole class group, I could unmute myself in all 3 tabs and then announce to go back to the whole class meet, which I would then link in the chats in each of those tabs. So that's one way that breakout rooms might